Verdict. Oh, it's a tie.
Right now, we're talking about Nick. He's debating whether he wants a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Is this like gonna become a segment?
I mean, you felt pretty passionate about it, so I thought we should just talk about it in the morning. Welcome, guys, to the Procrastination Station. We're gonna try to upload every day, but that probably won't go consistent until January. So, like, enjoy these episodes while you got them.
Let me take out my gum because like I feel like.
Yeah, you're trash. You're trash. Take your. You're trash. Me and Nick have been talking about for a while. So Nick has an Xbox One. I don't play video games right now. I used to play them a lot when I was a kid. But we're both thinking about getting PlayStations.
Right, and
so.
well, the whole reason I got the Xbox is because I already know that, in my opinion, PlayStation is superior. And I think that this year it was really proven by the fact that PlayStation was able to sell their PS4 compared to the Xbox One at a higher price. I think that shows that it is a superior model.
I don't
the
think
only
it's
reason
superior.
that I got the Xbox is because it was cheaper. That's the only reason I got it.
I don't think PlayStation is superior.
How not?
Because I think PlayStation gets a lot of attention because it sells a lot of big exclusive deals. Like Call of Duty switched over to PlayStation. Last of Us. Like all those
but you
big,
still have like Halo, Gears of War, like you have
but
big games.
They're on both
Xbox.
titles. They're exclusive.
Halo and Gears of War are exclusive Xbox.
Yeah,
games.
I know, but they're played on both systems.
No, they're not.
Wait, no. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Halo
I know I'm right.
All right, shut up. But just this year, 2017, 2016, and I would say 2015, PlayStation has done really well at like getting exclusive titles on their console.
Right, but they also
like
have a
The Last of
superior
Us.
console. Like that's
No,
why
I
those
think it's
brands
the
are
hype.
willing to go. No,
No,
because
I think it's the
Kevin,
hype.
if you like, they have a
They were the first
new
good. They were
processor.
the first console to sell that they're a Blu-ray player, and that's what
Right, but
got
I don't
them
care about
hype.
Blu-ray player. If you look at if you look inside, like, I
Says
don't
any
remember-
person who plays PlayStation because they'll knock Xbox for not having a Blu-ray player.
I will never knock Xbox for not having a Blu-ray player, but I will knock Xbox because the graphics are not better. The graphic chip in the PS4 is better.
It's actually
Yes,
called a graphics card.
whatever.
I'm
And
defending Xbox
as
because
well,
I grew up on
as
that.
well. I grew up on Xbox, and I have
So you're a trader.
I am a trader.
No, I'm kidding. We're both traders because I'm about to leave too.
Right, exactly, because it's better to leave. It's cheaper. It's cheap. Your online subscription for PlayStation is cheaper. You get more free games and better free games from having your
I wouldn't say
online.
better. You get more.
No,
probably.
you do get better because Xbox tries
You don't
to-
know the
yes.
quality of these fucking free games.
Let's
all right?
see what I was just pulling up right here, Kevin. as
You
I
can't
was
say they're
looking-
better. You haven't even played them yet.
All right.
I'm talking about quality
Xbox,
wise, like the game.
more
like, just
recent program
quantity
simply cannot
does not
compete
mean
with
better.
PlayStation. Just listen. Free games offering. Not only does Sony give away more games, but they're often newer, such as spanking new titles, including a wide variety of stellar indie games. Do you remember the game?
Yo, fact check your
me.
resource. How credible are they?
This is the Tech Times. That sounds pretty freaking credible.
All right, so if I came up with a magazine that was called the Trump Times, you think it'd be pretty credible?
No, because
All
I don't
right,
think
then.
Trump is credible.
Exactly.
All right,
so
but hold
I don't
on.
think technology is
Hold on,
credible. No.
hold on. What's that game that came
Technological
out
determinism.
recently? It was a big game. Like
Yeah.
I remember like looking in stores and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm taking my coat off, friends.
No, that's okay.
I just walked in here and Kevin decided to start recording as I was doing some research on PlayStation and Xbox.
You're welcome, guys.
no,
Raw, uncut.
But it was some game. It was like you could play as like a monk or like a cleric or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. Diablo. That's what it
Oh,
was.
okay.
Diablo 3. My friend who owns a PS4
Uh-huh.
got Diablo 3 for free. And when it was selling in stores for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. He got it completely free. Xbox never releases a game that's like over like 30 bucks and gives it away free.
I wouldn't say never.
Have you ever gotten a free download?
I can't talk because I don't own a system like anymore. I
When you
used
were
to
younger.
in high school, but I wasn't really caring about the free games. Once you got the system, all
the
you
best,
care about
the
is
best
the play.
free game that
the
I've ever gotten
paid games you pay for.
from Xbox was Fable 3, and that was like 2 or 3 years after it came out. I had already purchased Fable 3, and then it's like, oh look, it's free. That's amazing, but I've had it for like a year. Like what? No, Diablo came out like when it came out, like a couple weeks after it was free. on PlayStation, and they release a lot of like quality like games. Like me and my friend, shout out to Jack Pietrowski, like we would always play these free games that PS4 would, or that PlayStation Live or whatever they call it, PlayStation Play or something like that.
It's PlayStation. It's PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus. We would always play the games that they released because like 99% of the time, like they were legit games. Like I actually have like followed through on multiple campaigns and like multiple multiplayer like modes on most of those games.
On PlayStation?
On PlayStation.
Yeah, because they have great storylines. I think PlayStation does well to have a lot really dramatic content, like The Last of Us and the Walking Dead series that they had. Like,
and
they have a wide range of single player games.
What's that? There's that huge one that like it's like Uncharted. Right?
Yeah, Uncharted. Drake's Uncharted.
That's good.
But yeah, they do really well at having those kind of like dramatic kind of games. That's still single player story mode kind of games on PlayStation, where I think Xbox feeds into the multiplayer community that they have, and they push that a lot more. Even though like Xbox does get single player games.
One of the things like I feel like.
You just want to be a loner?
One of the reasons that I was really with Xbox in the beginning is because I loved Halo and I loved Gears of War and like games like that.
Halo is where I started.
All about that life. But
started from the bottom.
Halo, like honestly, I'm gonna say it sucks now.
Wow.
Like it's not where it used to be. Neither in the campaign or in the multiplayer. It's not as good. I do not enjoy it as much as I used to. Maybe it's because I grew out of it, but Halo's just not where it used to be at. Nor is Gears of War. And so, with these two big titles that were like the only reason I was really sticking with Xbox, like why would I continue to stick with them if I have a better option? And I can, because mostly now I don't even play Halo anymore because it's not fun. Like the most games I play are, as you know, Madden, and I like to play Call of Duty. But I can play both those on PS4, which has superior graphics.
Oh God, we got to talk about this again.
And is cheaper for my online subscription. What's the best part of playing Call of Duty? It's playing with other people. So I'd rather pay $10 less
to play
online.
Okay, I had a rebuttal, but
do your rebuttal.
Nah.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have a rebuttal.
I do have a rebuttal. So next Xbox, the reason I'm switching to PlayStation, I know I've been talking about Xbox and like trying to save them from losing 2 customers. So hey, Microsoft, if you hear this, send us some free Xboxes and maybe we won't switch, or some free Xbox Live cards. But it's because like my favorite game of all time is Call of Duty, and they became exclusive to PlayStation. With World War II, I think.
You're saying, I don't think so, because wasn't John playing it on an Xbox?
Duh, that doesn't mean you can't play it on Xbox. That just means like PlayStation gets all exclusive things, like when new maps come out or like new microtransactions come out, they get it first.
I see. In my mind, when someone says exclusive, that means only like I would.
No,
say
there's certain things
Halo
that are just
is exclusive to Xbox. Like you cannot play that on Play. That's how I think.
You're
so
right.
I got confused.
But it's like selling selling your movie to like either Netflix or like Hulu. It's like it'll get on one service, but it won't be on the other. Actually, that's how you described it. No, right. They just get map packs first, and they just get things quicker. And I think they have their PlayStation community for Call of Duty is a lot more updated and less glitchy than it is on Xbox, from what I've seen watching our friend play it.
Because it is superior.
No, I don't think it's not because it's superior. It's just because they pay more attention to the platform that's getting them the most money. If PlayStation is paying them to make sure that they get exclusive deals, they get exclusive map packs, they get exclusive microtransactions, and they're getting PlayStation more money, of course they're gonna cater their team to that platform. Like I don't give a fuck what Xbox is, how they're. I do care about keeping that fan base, which they should care about, because their fan base was. I don't care what anybody says. Their fan base was built on the backs of Xbox, but they don't really like. They didn't care about the system. They didn't care about the Call of Duty titles that were on PlayStation for a while. They did care. Like they gave them the same thing, but when it came to updates, when it came to like taking care of the community on PlayStation, that was second priority to Xbox, and now it's just switched because PlayStation's giving them money.
Yeah, I don't know. So, and really the only reason I'm hesitant to get a PS4 is because the money. It's more expensive. But I'm gonna trade in my Xbox, try to get some store credits. And,
word. You'll get a lot of money from that.
Hopefully. I mean, you never know. GameStop might be like, oh, this is worth a cent. And I'm like, oh, darn.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
That's what they did to us last time. Speaking of trading things in or going to the store to buy things, how's your Christmas shopping going?
Horribly. Haven't done any of it yet.
Yeah, same.
So.
Really bad.
Actually, well, I take that back. I have my girlfriend stuff, but like other than that,
yeah, it's like outside of that immediate family, it's like nah, you can kind of wait until break is over.
Right, I gotta go. Maybe we should go today because I need to do that because I wanted to try to get some gifts for some people that we're seeing on Tuesday. So this is not relevant, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
You're right.
But this is not relevant to anyone who's listening. So now you know our Christmas plans. So like, if you want to like help us out, like go fund us.
Right.
Pay for our Christmas.
We're gonna put up a GoFundMe that says, right, go fund my Christmas for my family and friends. Thanks. Christmas shopping falling apart for me. I don't even know what I want to get for people, to be honest.
I'm just trying to get like something cheap.
I know what I'm gonna get for John's mom. You guys probably don't know him. Well, you don't know him unless you follow our social media at the Procrastcast or your friends and family. But John, I want to get his mom and his dad matching robes. That says like his and hers.
So Ma Pisky
and Diener.
Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
Otherwise it'll ruin the surprise.
Don't listen to this because you'll know what you're getting for Christmas. And I'm gonna put that on Twitter. I'm gonna say, hey, Mama P and Diener, don't listen to this podcast until after Christmas, because then you'll know what you're getting. But yeah, I want to get you them like matching robes.
I was reading this like article that was actually kind of helpful, and it's like a bunch of ways to like buy like neat Christmas presents without breaking the bank. So like just getting a bunch of small stuff, like like for my female friends, I'm probably gonna get like lotions and like chapstick and like crap like that. Like useful things, you know what I mean? Right. Stuff that you'll use on a daily basis. It's not necessarily the most like flamboyant or like amazing, mind-blowing present, but it's like something practical.
Right. I'm gonna follow in your footsteps, and I'm gonna get them just a card.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, a card that says like, "Yo, you're dope as fuck. Here's your present."
And then what's the present?
I don't. Bruh, the card.
Wow, that's
my
crazy.
present is a present. Kiss my ass. Quoting Kanye.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm just gonna get them like chapstick or lotion or whatever.
You know something that's
Follow
crazy?
the same thing you did.
I just realized, like in my head, like I will have owned like every single, like not every single gaming system, but like one of every like major gaming systems system.
I think most people
this is super confusing.
in the world. No. I get exactly what you mean.
Right.
I think most people in the world have that same.
I started out on a GameCube.
Oh wow.
I was a GameCuber. The only reason I actually got that GameCube is because
listeners just hearing us bang into our mics all the time.
My friend, he got a Wii.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't need it anymore. And I was like, I'll buy it from you for $30. And he was like, and he gave me all his games. So I got a GameCube, right? So I started gaming on the GameCube. And then as I got older, it kind of lost its touch. Like Mario Kart and like Super Smash Bros. Weren't as fun. And then I went over to my dad's friend's house who had a son that was roughly my age. And that's where I first started Halo. And I was like, yo, this is lit. And then I actually became a computer gamer because we got Halo for the computer, which
I've never played Halo for the computer.
We did not have a lot of gaming systems when I was younger. So finally, when I was like 14 or 15, me and my brother like pooled all of our money and bought an Xbox. And that was like awesome. Like we had an Xbox for a long time, and eventually got the Red Ring of Death. We wrapped it in towels and then turned it on, and it fixed it for a little bit, like probably like another month.
I hate that Red Ring of Death. Every gamer's nightmare.
By that time, we had hooked my dad on Xbox. Like he was obsessed with zombies. Like, he would like sit upstairs to like. My dad is like a weird like night owl. Like if you ask any of my friends, like when do your parents go to bed? Like
my mom is in bed by 9 o'clock.
Right, my mom is in bed by 9 o'clock too. Like most of my friends are like, yeah, my parents are in bed by like 11. My dad will stay up till like 3 a.m. Like I'm not kidding. Like just a night owl. And like there have been times where I've had like friends over on sleepovers when I was younger, and like we were playing Xbox, and my dad would sit up there on the computer and like chill with us until like 3 a.m. But like he loves zombies, so we got him hooked. So then when our Xbox died, finally, like it died the second time, like the red ring of death came back. We tried the towel trick, which is where you wrap your Xbox in the towel and you let it run, and for some reason like it overheats, but like that's good, and like something happens.
I'm gonna tell you a funny red ring of death story after yours.
Something happens where like
it has something to do with
fixes
kinda
itself,
like that.
and I was like, alrighty, like it worked. So we just kept wrapping in a bunch of towels. So eventually that didn't work. And my dad was like, you know what, I'm about to fund this new Xbox. And I was like, yes, Dad. Because it's the first time that he had bought us, like, a gaming system. So he bought it for us, and it was lit, and we were playing it. And then I had that for years, until my junior year of college, which is when me and Kevin went to GameStop, decided to trade it in. We traded in, got $100 of credit, and then we purchased the Xbox One, which is what I have now. And then I will transfer to PS4 possibly this year. So I will have had GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation.
That you are trashing me as a friend right now.
Why am I trashing you as a friend?
Is that how the story went for you? Because it was more emotional for me.
It was more. Okay, so let's get into it.
All right, so let's get into this. No. I'm gonna tell the story because you just butchered it.
Kevin, and he was like, "Oh my God, Nick, I cannot deal."
No, fuck out of here. So yes, all right. So Nick's birthday was coming up, and Nick did not say that.
No,
and I knew I needed to get something for Nick. And he had been playing this shitty Xbox forever. Like, I'm pretty sure Nick still had like an Obama phone because he's just not tech savvy.
Wow.
And I was just like, Nick, you are gonna be so happy when you when you upgrade your system and you like actually play a new system, like a new generation.
Right.
Like, because what do you have? Like the 360 Slim, right?
I had the Xbox like Elite or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. But I was like, you're gonna be so like excited. I was just like, I can't wait for you to like update and like play the new gen system, which is like 3 years old now.
Right.
Like I can't wait. And so his birthday was coming up, and I was like, you know what? If you sell your Xbox, if you let me sell your Xbox and your games and everything, I'll pay the extra money and I'll get you the Xbox One for your birthday. And so we did that. We went, we got the Xbox
I also
for like
remember this.
$60.
I remember the dude wasn't gonna take a lot of our stuff,
Yeah.
and then Kevin was like, "Oh man, I used to work at GameStop." I
Pull
started
that fucking card.
connecting with the dude,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I can take a couple more."
You're right. I did. Yo, that was actually really cool. Because I did used to work at Xbox. One of my old mentors.
You used to work at Xbox?
I mean, I used to work at GameStop. One of my old mentors gave me the job. So I knew when he was going and processing our returns. Well, not our returns, but our trade-in stuff. I knew he wasn't gonna take all of it, but I didn't know that like connecting with him on the GameStop level was gonna get him to buy it more.
Right.
He was just like, "Oh, I need to hit my trade quota, so I'll take it all." And we were just like, lit. We don't care. We just want an Xbox.
Right.
I started. I won't play to be one of those nerds who say they started on Atari because I didn't. I did start on Sega Dreamcast. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Yo, it was a Nintendo system. Right? Yeah, because Sega is owned by Nintendo, I believe. Fact check me if I'm wrong, and tweet me if I am wrong at the Procrastcast. But I had a Sega Dreamcast. I loved it. I played it all the time. I played like Soul Calibur on it, and what was the other game? Like, yeah, I can't remember. And then I went to GameCube. I played that forever. I had this like Nicktoons Unite game. Loved it. I played that out the ass.
I think I had that too.
Yeah.
No, I had like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh.
And it was like basically Smash Bros, but for that show.
I think I had that, but I didn't play it as much as I played Nicktoons Unite. Like I played that game religiously. That was like the best game to me. And then I skipped PlayStation 1.
Wait, hold on. GameCube, you know what game was like OG? Kirby Air Ride.
I never played that game.
That game was legitimately the best. So you could play this like multiplayer map, and it's basically like you and like other players would just like it wouldn't be over live because I don't think they had like live at that time.
They didn't. No.
So like it'd be you and your friend sitting there on the same console, and so like me and my friend would play this all the time. Where basically you'd go into this like free map, and there's different like gliders you could get on, right? Mm-hmm. Which is basically like what Kirby rode. He would ride like a glider, and like different gliders did different things, and you could get different power-ups. And so you basically would race around this giant free map, just trying to get as much crap as you could, like, and hurting your opponent. in a certain amount of time, and you had like 5 minutes in that free map where you could just get everything, right?
Okay.
And then after that 5 minutes,
Sounds lit.
you would both be taken with whatever glider you had, and you'd be put into a race.
Okay.
And you'd have to race with that glider and any power-ups you were able to get while you were in that free world map. So like in the free world map, there was like there's a total of 9 hidden pieces. Each piece you need 3, and they make like a super glider. But like each like race and each like it would even be challenges sometimes. So it's so fun because you never know what you were gonna get. So like sometimes you need a glider that could like stay in the air for a long time. Sometimes you need a glider that was like super fast. Sometimes you need a glider that had great acceleration. Like so like it was just a super fun game.
Okay.
It was lit.
That's cool.
And
Never
you could
heard
fly
of it.
around. Oh, Kirby Air Ride. I would love to play that.
Yeah, I skipped over PlayStation 1. I had it, but I just never played it. My cousins played it, and I was just stuck on Dreamcast. And then PlayStation 2 came out, and that was when I played like every game that I ever could think of. Like, Snaps. I can't even remember. What there was one cop game that like everybody like that was really
Need for
big.
Speed?
No,
That was
I
huge.
had Need for Speed, but it was a cop game where you ran around. You were a New York City cop,
Oh.
and you could like kill people. And, everybody wants to do that in a video game. And like arrest people. I can't remember. If you know what I'm talking about, tweet us. But I played that game a lot. I remember you used to get those memory cards where you like have to plug stuff out like and blow it to make sure it works and plug it back in. Like that's where you had like all your saved data.
Yeah.
So funny. I played Grand Theft Auto all the time. San Andreas was the best game, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty. I'm still thinking about it. The best Grand Theft Auto game ever to come out.
My
San
dad
Andreas.
would not let me play
No?
Grand Theft Auto because
My mom did not care.
Grand Theft Auto teaches you how to be a terrorist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
I guess. But I played that game. I think everybody thinks that's the best game ever because of all the cheat codes you
I'll
can use.
never forget. Like like convinced my mom to get it. My plan was like use my mom's naiveness to like get the game, and I was gonna hide it and like play it when my dad was not around. And so we go up to the store. I had my mom there. I think I was still under 17, right? So that's why I needed her there. And I was like, all right, can we get this game? She's like, sure. And this freaking salesman is like,
damn.
He's like, so miss, are you sure you're okay with your son getting this game? And she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. And he's like, are you aware of how graphic it is? And she's like, I'm like, yeah, mom, it's just like violence, like whatever. Like I play all these Call of Duty games, doesn't matter. And she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. And he's like, well, did you know that this game is basically has softcore porn in it and like is like the worst game you could possibly get and is like super offensive and violent and like drug and alcohol and like nudity. And I was like, thanks, bro. Way to make a sale.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. I would have fired him on the spot. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
And so my mom was like, oh my God, we need to talk to your father before you can get this game. And I didn't get it.
Wow. Wait, when was this? Which Grand Theft Auto was it?
I think it was like 4, maybe. Yeah, I think 4.
That's crazy. That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, they're like strippers in it and like hookers, and you can like walk into a strip
He must have
club.
had something against
I'm
that.
like, what is your deal, bruh?
He definitely has something against that game. That's
Right.
hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, I played that. I had an Xbox originally, but I didn't play it. And then PlayStation, where am I? 3. PlayStation 3 came out. I didn't really play PlayStation 3 because I didn't really care for it. I was still playing my PlayStation 2. But then the Xbox 360 came out, and I got Halo 3 with it. And that game, I carried it on my back forever. Like, I played it so much. I love the multiplayer. I got up to a warrant officer. You know what's crazy? I like really grinded that game. I got up to a warrant officer, but I never knew how far I could get. And so like, then Call of Duty came out. Well, no. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 came out. No. MW 2. One of those came out for Xbox 360, and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna play that now. But like, if I knew like how to get to the top prestige, or if I knew what the top prestige or level or ranking was in Halo 3, I probably still would be playing Halo because I loved it so much. But then I just got Call of Duty, raided the Xbox 360 for every single Call of Duty title, And here I am with now no console in college, really bored on most weekends.
Now, you know what I was thinking about? It was crazy how long I gamed on a PC just because like we never had a Xbox or anything.
Yo, PC games are lit.
I played Halo, I played Call of Duty Big Red, and I played
Never heard of that.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Battlefront?
Yeah.
Okay.
That game was lit.
There was one game that I can't remember what it was. It was basically like pirates, I think, fighting or shooting each other. And I used to play it all the time. And like I remember there was this map called Buccaneer Bay. But I can't remember what the game was. Tweet me.
Ooh, I used to play Age of Mythology on the computer.
I used to play RuneScape, like way back when, of course.
I never played RuneScape.
Everybody,
Yeah.
Well, everybody in my middle school played RuneScape. It was like a huge thing. We were all
I played,
a bunch of nerds.
Fate. It was like Fate.
Yeah, Fate. I know what you're talking about.
That was a fun game.
I hated the narrative in that game.
Yeah. I mean, I kept like just replaying it because like it was so easy to beat.
I just watched a video. I don't know where it was from, so I can't even quote it. I'm gonna really do my research because a lot of times it's like I can't quote whatever I'm talking about because I kind of just see stuff and I like consume as much content as I can, but I don't remember where any of it comes from.
Right.
But it was a compilation of like the top 20 games, top 20 single player games coming out in 2018, and kind of look really good. Like visually they look really good. I don't know how the story is, but
you know what game I really want to come out is like a new Skyrim.
Okay, I was
new
never
Elder
like
Scrolls.
I was never a big Skyrim fan, but
because like
they have a diehard fan base.
Right, I loved Skyrim. I didn't play Oblivion because again I didn't have a gaming console when that came out, but I played Skyrim, and that game was like awesome. But like I've played through it. Like there's only so much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so like they need to like release a new game. Like they had Oblivion, they had something before that. Like Skyrim's like the 4th or 3rd game in that series.
Mm-hmm.
Like release a new one. Come on. Like I'm done with this Skyrim Online. Like I'm not gonna play that.
What am I do I think any? I can't think of any game that I want to come out. World War II is out, and I think that's what I'm like.
Right.
I love.
I'm glad that they went back in time
Yeah.
because I'm tired of all the future stuff.
Same, and I think everybody was. And
because you're basically starting to turn, Call of Duty into Halo.
yeah, I remember for a big time, and it probably still is a big time. It was either like Battlefront or Call of Duty,
Right.
And then Battlefront made the decision to release their I can't think of the right wording. They decided they wanted to release their Back in Time game, which I don't even remember what time era it's set in. I think it's set in. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know. But it's set in the past, and they decided to release their past game before Call of Duty did, and like so many people were talking about switching. So many people did switch over to Battlefront. Battlefront?
Yes.
Yeah. So many people
Battlefield.
did. Battlefield.
Battlefront's the Star Wars game.
Battlefront. Yeah, I knew I was saying it wrong. So many people switched over, but now that Call of Duty has its like boots to ground game, and it's set in like the
Right.
like before now. Amazing.
Well, plus, like, I don't know. I've always kind of been under the I've been a Call of Duty fan because, like, I hate to say this, but I feel like it's easier
To be a Call of Duty fan?
to play Call of Duty. Like, I feel like there's more
okay.
intricacies to Battlefront. It gets way more complicated.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just a harder game to play.
It has a higher learning curve.
And since I never owned a PlayStation, I never really could get into Battlefront.
Mm.
And I was never really willing to commit the money needed to, like, buy Battlefront.
Right.
So, I just never was. I'm sure if I like owned it, I would have played it, but like I just never had that time. I would have preferred Call of Duty.
Right.
And also a big reason that I preferred Call of Duty, was at the time, me and my brother loved playing split screen online.
Yeah.
Which was a huge thing that Call of Duty came
And
out
zombies.
with. Right. Like it was the multiplayer aspect because me and my brother, it's no fun watching your other sibling play.
Hell yeah, I hate that.
So it was just that's why I kind of stuck with Call of Duty because of the multiplayer aspect.
Mm-hmm. When I get into social settings, I remember when we were at John's and we were playing World War II. That's why I kind of just like sit back and I let everybody else play because like I'm the person that like I get really involved when I play Call of Duty and like I don't want to not play.
Right.
Like I just love playing it so much that like I don't want to give up the controller. So I just much rather let other people play
I know. And that,
in those settings.
Like and that, like, honestly, like, that's the thing that has sparked me. Like, just watching, like, I mean, I played a little bit there. You played a little bit. Just, like, being, like, back in that setting, because I haven't played Call of Duty.
Felt like I was in high school again.
Right. I was like, I need to buy that game.
Exactly. I don't know. We're probably both gonna buy PlayStation. Hey, PlayStation, we're coming over to your system. You better have some good shit.
Yo, you should, sponsor us, PlayStation.
Yeah, so
We've been talking you up.
Yeah, so we can play PlayStation while we talk on the podcast.
Man.
But that's going to do it for us this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us at the Procrastcast, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, have a great day.